Hey, what's up everybody? TooTallToby here, and in today's SolidWorks quick tip, we're going to talk about sheet metal and we're going to talk about bend relief in the corners, corner relief. Now, the truth is that there are tools built into SolidWorks to help with corner relief. Like here, if you fly out the corners menu, you can see that there's a tool called corner relief, and you can choose to apply this to 2 bend corners or 3 bend corners. But in my experience, this is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what I'm going to show you today is how to use the unfold command, how to create a cut extrude, and then how to use the fold command to end up with a sheet metal part like what we see here. And this part, of course, can be flattened, so you can export this to your DXF to send out to your plasma cutter or your laser cutter or whatever the next step is, your water jet, whatever the next step is in your manufacturing process. So if that all sounds good to you, be sure to hit the like button on this video. And I also wanted to remind you all that I am teaching a sheet metal training class next month. This is a class that you can take online with me. It's a live instructor-led class through a web meeting, so you can take it from anywhere. You can take it right from your desk. You don't have to leave the office or anything like that. But it's a class that'll teach you all about the fundamentals of SolidWorks sheet metal. So if you want some more information about that, take a look down in the description. I've got all the links. You can sign up for that class, and hopefully we'll see you next month in that class. So let's do this part from the beginning. So I'm going to choose to create a new part here, plain carbon steel in millimeters. And then I'm going to go to the front plane, begin a sketch, and I'm going to press the S key and create a rectangle. This rectangle is going to have the dimension 60 by 175. Then I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to take this lower line and make it for construction. And then I'm going to pick that lower line again, hold control, pick the origin, let go of control, and choose to make that midpoint. So if you're following along with as a step-by-step tutorial, this is what your first sketch should look like. Then we're going to go to our sheet metal tools. So I'm going to right mouse button here and say tabs sheet metal. Make sure that sheet metal tools are enabled. We're going to go to our sheet metal tools and choose base flange / tab. Now, once we choose base flange / tab, we're going to set the depth to 100 millimeters. And then if we look at this thing from a front view, so you can press Control-1 to get to a front view, we're going to use the reverse direction button here to make sure the material is going to the inside of our sketch. Finally, we're going to say that we want the wall thickness to be 3 millimeters and we want the bend radius to be 5 millimeters. And you can press Enter twice, and there you go. There is your sheet metal base flange. Now we're going to choose to create a miter flange. So you might remember from my earlier video, if we click here on this edge and then we choose sketch, that puts us into a new 2D sketch on a new plane that's created at the end point of that edge that we selected. So we just picked an edge and then did a shortcut to create a new plane. And then we're going to create a horizontal line at 20 millimeters. So I'm going to hit escape here. And there we go. There's our horizontal line at 20 millimeters. Then we can choose sheet metal, miter flange, and we can click this button here, this propagate icon, and propagate that miter flange up and around. And we're going to say that's going to be bent to the inside. So material outside, bend outside, and material inside. So that first option there. We hit the green check mark, and this is what we're left with. Now, this looks pretty good, except if we look at it in a flat pattern, it doesn't quite look right. It really should look like kind of 90-degree bends here. And so what we can do is go over to the flat pattern feature, expand this folder, and then right mouse button here and say edit feature on the flat pattern. This is something we talk about a lot in the training class, the flat pattern feature and some of these different options in here. But one of these options is the option for corner treatment. And basically what that option means is if we leave that option checked on, what it means is that we're going to go into a flat view here, and then we're going to choose the option for corner trim, and then we can go around and we can pick these little edges here and we can choose to create a radius. Let's make that an 18 millimeter radius or diameter. Choose to create a diameter here running through that corner to kind of clear out that corner so that we can bend this thing up. Now that works. It certainly works okay, and it works good when you're going out to your flat pattern. But the thing is, when we go back into a formed view, we don't see that relief. And the reason why is because this feature here occurred after the flat pattern. A lot of times what we talk about in sheet metal is what I like to call the sheet metal sandwich, which means that everything should really come between this sheet metal feature here and the flat pattern feature. Everything you create should land here kind of inside of that sheet metal sandwich. So because that corner trim shows up after that flat pattern, it's not going to show up in the formed view. And personally, I just don't really like that. So I'm going to go back into my flattened pattern here. I'm going to get rid of that corner trim. Let's get rid of that. And so let's go into our flat pattern option, right mouse button, edit feature, and let's turn off corner treatment. So we hit the green check mark. So now that looks okay. But the thing is, with our machinery that we have, we can't really cut like this, or we can't really bend when it's cut like that. We really need a circular relief, kind of like what we saw a moment ago. But we also want to see what that's going to look like in the form view so the customer knows what they're getting. So here's how we do that. We get out of the flat pattern function. So click this button here for flatten, go back into the formed function. And then we choose the command unfold. So for unfold, what you do is you tell SolidWorks, I want to hold this face here, and then I want to unbend this bend and this bend and this bend and this bend and this bend. Well, instead of going around and clicking on all the bends, here I'll right mouse button and say clear selections, we're going to say collect all bends. So when we say collect all bends and then we hit the green check mark, now that whole thing becomes unfolded. So we're still working here in the sheet metal sandwich. So we've got this, there's a sheet metal feature, there's the flatten feature, and here's the unfold feature. So we're still working here inside of that sheet metal sandwich. We just added that unfold here inside of the sheet metal sandwich. So now that we've got that unfold, we can pick this face here, begin a sketch, and we can create the geometry for our cuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new construction line here. So S key construction line. I'm going to put it right here at the midpoint, and then I'm just going to bring that out to a distance of, say, 6 millimeters. And then I'm going to create a new circle. So S key circle. And I'm going to make a circle here with a diameter of 18 millimeters. So I'll do the same thing over here on this side. We could also mirror it. So create a construction line here, bring that out to 6 millimeters, and then create a circle. And that circle is going to have a diameter of 18 millimeters. And so now that I've created those two circles, now we're going to go to the command features extruded cut. And for this extruded cut, we can use this option here, link to thickness. So the depth of the cut will always be the same as the sheet metal wall thickness. So we hit the check mark, and there we go. Now we've created those cut reliefs, but you'll notice that that cut is taking place here inside of the sheet metal sandwich. That's what we want. We always want everything to take place between the sheet metal folder and the flat pattern folder. So now let's go to the command sheet metal fold. And SolidWorks automatically picks up on this face here as our fixed face, the same face we picked when we made the unfold. So now all we need to do is say collect all bends and hit the green check mark, and boom, look at that. We did it. We created our corner relief. So that's my preferred method. Like I said, you can certainly go in here and use the corners option, and you can use the corner relief. And a lot of times you can get the same result or a very similar result, but I just like this method more because it just kind of always works. This is kind of, I feel like this corner relief tool is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But now you can see that we were able to create that corner relief. It looks good here in the formed view. And if we turn this thing into a flat pattern, we can see it also looks good in the flat pattern. Now we could right mouse button on that flat pattern, and we could choose export to DXF DWG. And then we could send this thing off as a 1-to-1 DXF to our laser cutter, plasma cutter, water jet, whatever the next step is in our sheet metal process. So I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions about this quick tip, let me know down in the comments below. Of course, be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you're looking to get some good, solid sheet metal fundamental training, be sure to take a look down below in the description for all the information about how to sign up for that training class. And I will look forward to seeing all of you in the next TooTallToby SolidWorks quick tip video.